Hi, welcome to the lesson. Today I'm going to show you how I write sales emails. So I have prepared a product and we're going to do like mock sales email where I'm going to show you my process of writing. So in that's what's going to happen in the video. There is also going to be an extended training available for you where I go through everything in more detail. So I'll talk about, how to fit the sales email into the entire sales funnel. I will give you different examples of sales emails and I'll analyze them and tell you why they did what they did. And I'll also, go through sales emails that I had written and the analytics, so open rates, click-through rates, and testing. But in this video, you'll see how I would put together a sales email just by itself. And then if you want to do the extended, it's going to be linked in the description below. So you are more than welcome and I appreciate you. But let's just focus on this one first. So as a product, I picked this specific shoe. So it's like a barefoot shoe. I don't know why I picked this one, just a random product that we can write a sales emails for. So obviously, sales email for. So obviously, when you're sitting down to write a sales email, you need to be familiar with the product. So you want to like gather the benefits. You wanna know the audience, and what else? Just the pricing, the offer/pricing, because you might have like a special discount or something else that you need to communicate to the customers. So let me pause the video and I'm going to gather the benefits of the product. So if you want to make this super practical, then there is a link to the product below and you can go to the website and kind of do this by yourself, where you would just bullet point some benefits, like let's say three, for the sake of the length of the video, and then come back when I'm back and we'll go through them and see what you picked and then what I picked and how we can work them into the sales email. Okay, cool. So the benefits that I picked for this email is that the shoes are obviously extra comfortable and they're designed to be this way. They're vegan and cruelty free, and they're very good for your feet. And then the audience, just to give us some definition to, the outline of the email is people who are interested in barefoot shoes because of the health benefits, people who are active and they work out a lot, and they have subscribed to the email sequence on the website. So let's say they came through, they were looking for barefoot shoes and they went on the website and found that they could be, they could receive some kind of discount or news about the new product. So that's why they signed up. And the offer/pricing is that this is a new launch offer. So there's a discount of 20% for the next 24 hours on the shoe. By the way, I'm so sorry about my voice. It's just a little bit cranky. So anyway, obviously now that you have these three pieces, you can already kind of understand how you could frame the email, right? Because if you just had the product and you didn't know the audience, then you wouldn't have any touch points or anything to kind of hook the audience with. But now that you know a little bit about them and you know about the shoe and you know that there is an offer that makes it extra attractive to buy, then it's not difficult to write the email. So I always leave the subject line until last, because this is the part where you might want to do some testing, and I will go through that in the extended version of this training. But basically, I write the email first, and then the subject line kind of comes up by itself. Like, I get more ideas. Whereas if you just try to start with the subject line, you might end up, it just won't be as easy, in my opinion. But you can do it the other way around. So every email needs an intro, which is the hook, essentially. So the easiest way to hook somebody is by speaking directly to them and speaking directly about benefits of what they can get, what's in it for them. So we could hook them with a few different things that are coming to mind for me. Like, one hook in this situation could be telling them that they can, get the pair of shoes at 20% off. So if they've been kind of putting it off because they didn't really know if they want to buy the shoe, or they felt it was a little bit too expensive for them, now is a perfect time for them to purchase it. Another hook is that you could just talk about one of the benefits of, for example, we know that these people love to work out and they're active, so we could talk about how it's going to improve their workouts and how it's going to make them more comfortable and better for the feet. So we're looking for just one sentence that will get the reader interested. So let's put something together. Okay, so for example, I'd written, want to try barefoot shoes, but you're not sure if they're your cup of tea? Take advantage of our flash sale and get your pair at 20% off. Do you see how simple it is? You're basically just looking for the easiest way to communicate with your audience. You don't need to make it extra fancy or fluffy. Actually, less is probably more. So this is just one angle, and this would be perfect, for example, when you're working with a large email list and you have different segments. So if you know that these people have not bought yet, you would send them this email. Then you would maybe have a segment of people who have already bought a pair, and you would twist this around, so you would make the angle, hey, you're ready for your second pair, or we have a new release coming at 20%, because they already tried barefoot shoes and they know they love them. So now you're talking to them from the advantage of being able to get their next pair at 20% off, because they know they will buy another pair anyway at some point, or maybe they enjoy them so much they want a new color or the new model. So now you're just saying to them, hey, basically here's your chance to get 20% off. Like, if you're going to spend that money, you might as well save a little bit and get them now instead, and you only have 24 hours. So that's kind of how segments work. So then you have the hook, and now the person is like, okay, this is something that speaks to me. I'm not sure if I want barefoot. I'm not sure if they would be good for me, but and I've always put it off because of the money, but now I'd say I can get 20% off. So the next thing you want is the body. So here we could dive into the benefits a little bit more. So you can do this very easily by adding some bullet points. Maybe if you're designing the emails, you could do this in in graphic form. So you would show the pictures of the new shoe and whatever else. But let me just pull a couple of bullet points together to show you how you could frame benefits in a sales email. Okay, so I wrote the first benefit. I said, look great around the city or at the gym without cramping your feet into heavy and uncomfortable shoes. Our newest Primus model is designed to look good and be good to your feet. Then I said, improve posture and foot health, plenty of room for the natural spread of your feet and thin soles to give your feet the feels. And then save yourself hundreds of dollars. We've all bought shoes that are uncomfortable and end up collecting dust or in a donation bag. Our shoes are designed to be comfortable and durable. It's an investment in your foot health, comfort, and the well-being of the planet. So obviously these are just very quick ones, and when and the way I'd written them is just very rough, just whatever came to my mind. I was like, okay, I want to use this benefit, and this is how I would communicate this to the reader. But during the editing, which I will go through in the extended session as well, you literally find ways to make everything just sound better and communicate in a clearer manner. But just to kind of give you an idea of how you could phrase the email, these are just 3 simple benefits. And notice how, for example, here I said the benefit, and then I said without. So this benefit formula is get Y without Z, right? So you're telling them what they're going to get, and you're telling them, you're highlighting the contrast of what they don't want. Then here's just a simple sentence that just says, you're going to improve posture and foot health, and this is why. And then here it's a little bit more elaborate, so I tried to kind of phrase them differently so you could see the different ways of framing benefits. So here I talked about the saving yourself hundreds of dollars, and I mentioned that the shoes are durable and stuff. So this sentence in particular needs a lot of editing, to make it concise and clear, but you get the idea. So that's basically the body of the email, where you're just talking about the benefits. And again, because this is an e-commerce email, maybe we would see some pictures in here, maybe a design. And then we have the final, the outro of the email, or the final piece, which will include the CTA and the obviously the scarcity of the 24 hours. So let me just get that down. Okay, so I ended it by saying, so if you've been on the fence, now's your chance to try our barefoot shoes with a huge discount of 20%, but don't wait around. This offer is only valid for the next 24 hours. Click here for foot heaven. And obviously, like, I'm just playing around with the ideas here. So this would be like a rough draft of, of the email. And then I would go into the editing and, all the good stuff to basically perfect it before I would send it off to the client. So when I'm editing, I look at every sentence one by one and kind of go through it and ask different questions. And I'm about to do that in the extended training. So if you enjoyed this and you want to see me edit this email, and you also want to you want me to show you different examples of sales emails and how I analyze them, and if you want to learn about the analytics side of it, so what's a good open rate, what's a good click-through rate, and how to test, how to adjust with different segments, and just other things that you need to take into consideration when you're working on a real life project, then the link is in the description below. You can join me there, but no pressure, it's up to you. And thank you so much for watching this video, and if you enjoyed it, make sure you leave a like and a comment, and I'll see you in the next one.